Nigeria Insight. Good morning to you. My name is Ifeemi Andrew. Let's go over to some headlines now on the Vanguard newspaper. That's where we begin. This Friday morning, 20th day of June. The lead headline here says, Benue displaced survivors cry out over poor feeding, living conditions. Benue massacre, troops got faulty info on herders movement, CDS. National Economic Council postpones planned 150th meeting. Also, you would see this, alleged terrorism, I have no case to answer, Kanu tells court. All of those headlines are on the Vanguard newspaper. And if you go over to the Punch, bank customers petition CBN over excess charges. You'd also find the lead one here, food inflation. NSA, 36 states launch joint action. Dangote blames crude shortage as imports from US surge. Marketers to engage Dangote on petrol distribution plan. And this one here says, Court admits DSS report linking Kanu to end SARS violence. All of those headlines are from the Punch newspaper. If you go to The Nation, there are a few there that would also interest you. Meanwhile, for those of us who are listening, you can also watch. If you haven't tried it before, now would be a great time. You can watch us online. So get on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, and then just like the page, like the live stream video, click on the share button, very important, so you can share to as many as possible. And also, when you drop your comments, please make sure that those comments are short as possible. Thank you very much. On The Nation newspaper, DHQ steps up action against killers in Benue. Tinubu, Kaduna rising again after overcoming insecurity. That's a headline on The Nation newspaper. Tinubu, every Nigerian will feel the impact of good governance. That's also on The Nation's newspaper. Governors agree to curb food, livestock distribution hurdles. Find details from The Nation. Go over to Facebook or start with your comments there, but you can send WhatsApp messages to 0809 030 6416. Again, the WhatsApp number is 0809 030 6416. That is the WhatsApp number. If you want to call, you can call us on 0817 923-0007. Again, 0817-923-0007. That is the number to call. You can also call 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0002. So any of those numbers gives you access to us here in the studio live. All right, now let's go take some messages. On WhatsApp, we got quite a number coming in already. This first one is from Victor Kitoye Rufus, and he says, the River State budget at National Assembly, people like Anifado should hide their face in shame. They collectively put us in this mess by encouraging the governor to turn the constitution upside down. Was Rivers State among 36 state governors who agreed to dismantle illegal roadblocks and multiple taxation before NS Port Harcourt? Those were one of the moves that they agreed to do to ease transportation of food and livestock. So This one says, Obina from Rukwaku, it beats my imagination that some Rivers people out of greed and selfish desires are myopic to the happenings in the state. Okama and the message to judge everyone according to his or her action. Ida from Nkoro says, good morning. I'm not happy this morning. Another man from another state defending our budget. The president should please bring back the suspended governor. This one from Justice Ori says, the administrator Ibas is not from Rivers State. So why are people worried over the appointment of a non-Rivers indigenous as RISEC chairman? For me, it's needless. Justice Ori. Good morning. This is Blessed Alu. Ritualist kill 6-year-old and hide his body in sack bag. This is condemnable because there's no discipline in Nigeria anymore. That's why people are killing people anyhow they want. But one day, Nigeria will become good again. Blessed from Alu. That one came in from you. If you go over to Facebook, Thank God Ability says, governors, federal government to eliminate multiple levies, illegal checkpoints hindering food transportation. I thought IGP had already dismantled all illegal checkpoints across the country. My brother, I thought so too. We know how long we've been dismantling checkpoints from Goodluck time now. It was Goodluck time. That was the very first time. Former President Goodluck's time was the first time we had all the checkpoints asked to leave the roads. And it was peaceful. To a large degree, it was peaceful because many thought, they were there to stop kidnapping. But when they left, it was peaceful. Jeff Etibekwe says those who are behind the state of the sale of River State to strangers will remain politically enslaved. Tamino Itekena says, before we talk of Mr. Ode's state of origin, Justice Enebeli is supposedly replacing was sworn in. As Enebeli's tenure elapsed, he was suspended by the SOLAD but not removed. Well, all I can say is in government or in certain government parastatals, they don't want to say remove, they say suspend. I don't know if that's the case, but I'm just trying to tell you, like, if you look at history, most of the times, that's how it comes. You have been suspended, and then somebody else is doing your job because the excuse now would be, we can't leave the place vacant now. Justice Ori says, when will Nigerians begin to feel the good impact of the governance the president is talking about? We need it now. Skillful Perez says, every Nigerian will feel good. My question is when, okay? Christian Williams says he commends governors for looking into food inflation and strongly believe that dismantling illegal checkpoints and roadblocks will surely reduce the high cost of food. It will to some degree because some of the excuse that you hear is that, they pay too much handouts to security operatives on the roads before the food arrives at the destination where it will be sold. So they have to make back that money. Okudeli Wogu says, federal government closes case as court admits DSS report linking Nnamdi Kanu to NSAS. This case had lingered for so long. If federal government didn't find anything against this man, they should allow him go. Prince Jaff, so administrators should be careful because anything can happen in politics. Former CBN governor is a case study. King Boy says, those who want another man from Cross River State to head RISEC, they don't think they're betraying River State. The FCT minister wants to destroy the state. I guess King Boy. Okay, let's go to the phone lines and take a few calls first. Cookie Gam from Rumo Lumeni, let's start with you. Good morning, please. Try to keep it short.
Andrew, good morning.
All right, good morning, Cookie Gam. Go ahead, please.
The law said nothing wrong for Ude to become RISEC chairman. And people are crying foul. So I want to ask you to shift the law now. In River State, in Nemo has a whole, nobody qualified to be RISEC chairman that can do better than the man appointed. In Obia, nobody qualified. Andrew, if you sell your father's property tomorrow morning, you will stay outside. Any man that wants to sue River State to anybody at all, who will stay outside. And who have qualified men and women. I can suggest persons for you, this one that can get a position. If you give to Tata Gukana, Uche Court, or Chima Furukuta, or Chide Lloyd, they will be calling us to take a position. Why give a stranger a position or such a position as you for him giving a stranger? That is bad. Tomorrow, Kama will speak. And let me stop there. Good morning, Andrew.
Cookie, it brings me to ask this question, right? Two options. Look at it this way. So we have a totally, a non-indigenous, which is a question. Not someone is not from River State to be chairman of RISEC. on the flip side, there are the arguments that if we pick someone from Rivers State, the next argument would be the person is either from the side of the governor or from the side of the FCT minister. So it's not going to be which of the evils do you want to battle with. And it looks like many people would prefer to battle. I'm saying, no, if I'm right, tell me, would you prefer to battle, this person that they appointed is a loyalist of the FCT minister or a loyalist of the governor, but let it just be that it is somebody from Rivers State that is there? Or now we have somebody who's not from Rivers State. And there's still the argument, mind you, from some people that, but in this case, they say it is the FCT minister that might have been. It's confusing because I'm sure the FCT minister will say, how? What's his business in who is there? So, yeah, those are the options. Lugard from Iche, good morning.
Yeah, Sam Oracle Chinedu.
Ifeemi Andrew.
From Iche to you. The Lugard man from Iche.
Go on.
Yes, Sam.
Ifeemi Andrew.
You see, you asked us question, but I want to tell you that even the sole administrator, the angle he came from is from the FCT minister. We have no doubt about it. The whole world knows. Even the appointment is making, the sole administrator is appointing for our various local governments are the supporters of FCT minister. So even this one now, this research chairman that came is also from the angle of the FCT minister. And what we are saying is this: why not use a reverse man? We know, man know that whatever that is happening today is illegal. Then, as it is illegal, Kukuma use a reverse man so that the person now can maybe mind that office using another Cross River man. Are we in Cross River State? Well, that is question left for all of us to answer. Andrew, Mr. President submitting budget and the sole administrator defending. Do you see the kind of politics we play in Nigeria? Tinubu said he's a Democrat. I'm not seeing a democratic system in him. This man called a rally against Jonathan, protest against Jonathan because of little things that Jonathan did. But look at this man have turned the constitution of this country upside down. Nothing is moving. They say that it's peaceful. They say that the governor is doing well. You impose a
Lugard, thank you very much.
No, now it's unfortunate.
All right, Chima from Umuokuta, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Ifeemi. Mr. Ifeemi, about the budget padding, let us not begin to drag our straw in Rivers State here. Because there's nothing bad about it as long as it is being done legally. We know about how things are skyrocketing now in the market. So the idea of trying to say you want to castigate or malign the administrator for what is you saw, I didn't say anything wrong about it. I'm talking about the NEPA judgment. Then the one of our research chairman, for tranquility, my brother, for tranquility. Now, if you have said it already, if you bring somebody from River State, this whole thing will be put down to hell. Now, the issue I have said before, according to what Chilo has said it, we don't have shortage in River State. We understand that. But for us to get it right, not for anything, you know these people are coming now that River State is breathing. We were shouting that time in every action there are consequences. And we are now facing it. But to me, I am seeing a light at the end of the tunnel. Let us look at the track incident of the man that they are bringing. Who he is, what was that he had before? Is he capable? Because if they let him go, from what I have understood, this man has done 3 different elections in Nigeria as a whole.
All right, Chima.
That is being contested. Yes.
All right, thank you very much. Point made. I think I would only say this: like everybody's position is very much legit. Hold on to the position because this was how we held positions in various administrations, and then only to change our positions when whoever is in charge changes. I hope that in the future, all of us and the positions we are holding now on these issues, whatever the issues are happening in the state and in the country, tomorrow when it is not somebody we are supporting or that is there that is running things, and then similar situations come up, I hope we will also hold the same positions. Politics. That's the politics. Ida from Nkoro, good morning.
Andrew Kemi.
Yep.
Yes, I'm from River State. My mother, my father, my grandmother, my great-grandmother. So for somebody from another state defending my state budget, when I have the elected governor that won the 23 LGA, Governor Sim Fubara just like carnival when people are eating, drinking. I've never seen a governor that won the 23 LGA. I'm very bitter this morning. No. Research chairman again. It's research and INEC. It is the same thing. Research from the state, not from federal. Another man. That means our local government chairman and commissioners from Cross River. And our youths are happy. Our elders are happy. Pastors, native doctors are happy that our state has been sold to another state. It's bad. I'll continue to speak. I will speak. I'm pleading with Bola Tinubu to bring back our elected governor that is doing well. When Governor Singh was on seat, investors we are trooping in day by day. Things we are moving very, very well. And when we come to government house, and some part of government house, they use plywood to cover the place. Government house, plywood at the front gate there. It's bad now, my brother. Anybody that is doubting me should go to government house, you see the plywood there. Our state is bad. I will continue to speak.
All right, let's go to Rumigbo now. JJ, you're welcome. Good morning. Thank you, Ida. Yeah, JJ, go on.
Andrew, the sole administrator said there are some officials of River State refused or withhold information from him while preparing the budget. How did he not get the one he's putting up 400 billion, another one, and all those put together? It's just permutation. I see why the security operative cannot do anything because he was among those who headed the security operative as a chief of naval staff. Because I don't really know what you're doing right now. But the Senate telling us that they will monitor the budget. The same senators who could not monitor over 200 trillion that they said is in the hands of NNPC right now will now without suffer. And for Chidi Lloyd, Andrew, right here in your studio, Morning Crossfire, I called and asked Chidi Lloyd the question. You know what he answered me? It was you that anchored the show. He said that you go back to Delta and separate the fight between the Kwama community and army. Suddenly, he will now ask the same person. I have lived here for 30 years and still counting. Yet he didn't see me as a Rivers person. But somebody that doesn't pay tax, doesn't do anything here, is now welcome. You see how hypocrisy is so loud? He wants me to go and separate fight between community and army, but does now accepting somebody that has not done anything here. Ogachi Deloy, congratulations, sir. For the fuel station owners, these people, God will judge you now. Thank you very much.
All right, JJ, thank you. We go back to a few more messages. Let's see on Facebook. Zephaniah John says, we have become slaves, so God will help the true Rivers people. Zephaniah John, that's you. Joseph Chibueze says, the way things are going in Rivers, they will soon politicize even the food we eat. Maybe another person will now be giving us food in our own house. Well, to some degree, most of the food you eat come from the north now. I don't know if you... I don't think it's politics. It's just business when it comes to food. It's business. I don't think we should go that far with how we see this. Yes, I understand the point you're making that in River State is now... I've said this a million times. In River State, it's not difficult to know just an ordinary Rivers person cannot say this is what we feel or what we want without another person coming to say, oh, it's because you are... It is not my fault if who you are supporting is on the right side or on the wrong side of what the law says or what moral says. It's not my fault. But for me, and I'm sure many Rivers people will say, can't we just say this is what we want? And that's where we are in River State. It's appalling that we don't have right or wrong. It's just what's politically correct and who we are supporting and who is our leader and who is not our leader. And that's around how we form conversations. And unfortunately, we'll wait and see how that helps us. We'll go for a commercial now and then the business news comes immediately afterwards. Good morning.
Info.
One day now, one day.